Que tú me tienes temblando de nochería, tú me hiciste brujería. Brrr, demonio, tú me hiciste brujería. Que me va por aquí, se me sube por allá. See, did I do it right? Ah, that's my shit. That's my jam. Okay. Y'all know who I am. Okay. Listen. A few days ago, Suave Boom posted a video, one of those little YouTube shorts or whatever, little shorts. Excuse me. And he was dancing with Rocky. Those things are they're just so short. But the part that I got in this song was the part that I started out singing. And it was so funny because he was trying to get into the frame before that part came. So it seemed like he almost tripped himself, but he didn't. And, he's lip syncing the song. And you know how you watch something, if a song is playing, it could be a song you never heard before, and you watch it multiple times, then that song becomes catchy. So I reached out to him. I was like, I have to know the name of the song. It's called Brujeria, which is Spanish for witchcraft. There's the obligatory Chicago siren. Hello, motherfucker. Anyway, listen. Que tú me tienes temblando de nochería. I know I'm probably not saying that all the way right, but I did well, I have to say, for just coming on live. Okay. Tú me hiciste brujería. So I love this about witchcraft. That's what brujería is. I know known fact about Jews. I like a little witchcraft stuff. So I was like, hey, this is my type of shit. So the song is about, a woman. This guy don't know, what she did to him. Did she put something in the food, in the drink? Got him, in a cold sweat and sick and all this stuff. And then I looked it up. It's by a group called El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico. I believe that's the name. And baby, the guy to do the singing part, I ain't doing the verses in the beginning because that's just too much for me. But I love that que tú me tienes temblando de nochería. Hey, tú me hiciste brujería. Que me va por aquí, se me sube por allá. See, that's my favorite part. When he does that, I go up. Because back in the day, he was kind of cute. And you see, they still around. They do the little choreography like this and that. I guess they're supposed to be casting a spell. Yes. I love it. Anyway, okay, enough about that. I have for you today the double bacon garlic king or whatever it's called. That's this boy right here. I had to put some extra, some Dukes on there because I don't feel like they gave me enough mayonnaise, but it's got bacon on it and some type of little, I don't know what these are. That's the garlic. They got a lot of those on there. Some like garlic chips or something. And then this is a Chicken Junior BLT, which I installed the app for the first time. They don't have this when you order it in the store. So they had it on the app. And I got a large onion ring and a couple of French fries, straight fries. Three of them actually. Not just one lone one. Well, shout out to Boom, shout out to Rocky, shout out to Dolce. Hopefully I have impressed Boom with my Latin singing, because I am a Latin lover. One more time. Que tú me tienes temblando de nochería. Que me va por aquí, se me sube por... He says other things. I just wrote down the parts that I like the demonio. That means demon. Okay. I said I was going to talk about something. People with children. If you letting your children watch me right now, this might be a good time for you to have them leave the room, please. While you do that, let me take a bite of this sandwich. The double bacon garlic king, the double garlic king bacon, whatever. Wonderful. Cheesy, meaty, enough bacon, garlic. To drink, Arizona fruit punch with Canada Dry. I did order an iced drink, a fountain drink, but I didn't get it. And you wouldn't know that I didn't get it if I didn't tell you. Because I was in a jovial mood singing that song. So yeah, I'm a little pissed off because nothing ever really works out for me. But they did refund me. They better be lucky I wasn't in the drive-thru and was a fat, crazy person because, oh, Lord. Okay. Now that y'all got the kids out the room. This is about the baby. If you don't know what's going on, here's what happened. There's some kind of festival or event called Rolling Loud in Miami, and he was performing there. And during his performance, he tells the people to hold their cell phone lighters up if they don't have HIV, AIDS, or any other sexually transmitted diseases that'll make people die in 2 to 3 weeks. He told the ladies to hold their cell phone lighters up if they coochie, he didn't say coochie, he said something else, if they coochie smell like water. And he told the fellas, hold your cell phone lighters up if you ain't sucking D in the parking lot. Now, first off, the gross misinformation that he's putting out there regarding HIV/AIDS, he sounds like a transplant directly from 1984 at the onslaught of the AIDS epidemic. Maybe even earlier than that, but we're going to say public consciousness around 83, 84 probably. But no one has died in 2 or 3 weeks in decades. So there's that part. If I was a woman attending the show, I suppose everybody was so lit and turned up it didn't matter, but I mean, they up in there drinking and carrying on and got to pee like everybody else. It may not smell like water, but I mean, why say that? And then as far as the sucking meat in the parking lot, what's wrong with that? I don't know a dude in the world that wouldn't want a little head in the parking lot or anywhere else, like Janet Jackson say, anytime, any place, I don't care who's around. Yeah, why not? Just because you ain't lived, don't hate the rest of us. Or did you try to get your dick sucked in the parking lot and couldn't? Because they didn't know if you was just a regular fan, they couldn't tell your ass from a regular fan in the crowd. Anyway, he decided to get up and have his moment and offend groups of people. And I have a theory as to why. So, I went through his comments at the show. This was his half-ass apology. Anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody. So my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. You could have kept that, boo. You could have kept that one. Of course, he what happened was what he wanted to happen. He needed to trend, right? What better way to trend than to say something really incendiary and inflammatory about a group or groups of people, some of whom are probably, some of which are probably fans of yours and was probably at that show. Dumbass. The dumbass, which was something somebody tweeted or commented, and they called him the dumbass, which I loved. Anyway, here were the celebrity responses. There were a few responses too from Dua Lipa, who he was on her song Levitating. Okay, she basically says something along the lines of, this does not sound like the person I came to work with or whatever. Elton John had something to say regarding, AIDS, HIV. I picked out three people whose comments I wanted to share with you guys. We're going to start with the queen of pop, the queen of gays, Madonna, my girl, who basically said, if you're going to make hateful remarks to the LGBTQ community about HIV/AIDS, then know your facts. Basically, she went on, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here, and I'm going to quote something she said after that. She basically went on to say that, people are living with HIV/AIDS for long periods of time. There are antiretroviral drugs, ARVs, that are helping people live, for a long time. No one's died in 2 to 3 weeks since forever. And she also said, quote, I want to put my cell phone lighter up and pray for your ignorance. No one dies of AIDS in 2 to 3 weeks anymore, thank God. Loved it. Okay. Right there. Right in the middle. Cheesy, garlicky, bacony. Right in the middle. All those little garlic pieces. That's good. Okay. Amber Rose. She was one of the other people making comment. And I love what she said because it was exactly what I was thinking. She starts her comment, what in the homophobia? With 3 question marks. Y'all are so mad at Lil Nas X. Y'all so mad that Lil Nas X is fucking winning. I'm coming back to that. She continues, to be this homophobic feels like they are battling something internally. This is not equality. This is hatred, period. Now, the Lil Nas X thing was something that immediately came to me. My guess is this. Maybe they both came out around the same time, or quite possibly the baby might have been putting out some mixtapes. I know he put out mixtapes from 2014 to 2018. I don't know if they both started at the same time, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, that they did. Although I have a feeling that maybe they didn't. One popped off quicker than the other. We definitely know one transcended the other in terms of success. And that would be Lil Nas X. And my feeling about this whole thing is that the baby is one of these, I almost said the word, is one of these fools in hip hop that can't stand the fact that Lil Nas X is on top of the fucking world right now. He's doing his thing and he's doing it his way. It's almost like, how dare you be a black gay man, a black faggot, okay, in hip hop? How dare you do that? And how dare you be successful? I can do the same thing. So what he does to try to get a little shine without directly mentioning Lil Nas X is he offends groups of people. Then he goes on in some other comments to talk about certain groups of people, to talk about other celebrities who are commenting. I don't know that Lil Nas X ever threw out a comment or response to his rant, to his show or performance or whatever. But my whole thing is, he wanted us to do this. He knew he was going to trend, and he knew that people would be talking about him. And then I think here's where the Lil Nas X thing comes more into play as well. T.I., with his no condom wearing, million baby having ass, gets up and co-signs the homophobic bullshit. Well, you know, yeah, if Lil Nas X is gonna be, you know, doing what he does, then you better know damn sure that the baby's gonna do what he does too. There's equal time for everything, you know, or some shit like that he said. The only difference is this: Lil Nas X isn't putting out incendiary comments offending groups of people. Lil Nas X has a little more sense than that. Lil Nas X is doing something really groundbreaking and courageous. This guy is just fanning flames and causing division and misinformation, spreading misinformation out there. So my thing with T.I. is, you are dealing with a woman who said you put a gun to her head. You know, so I don't know. You and Tiny need to handle that over there. Clean y'all own yard up for y'all start walking over there to the baby. And because the baby don't need y'all help. He doing fine by himself. Okay? T.I. has a brand. Okay? You might want to stay as far away from the baby's toxic ass territory right now. And pay attention to your own shit. Now, Questlove is the last comment that I want to share with you guys. Nice and garlicky. Okay. Questlove says, well, first of all, he went on IG and somebody asked him if he could curate a lineup for a festival he's created in his head or whatever. What would it look like? And the baby's name was on there, but it was crossed out. Okay. He said, homophobia, transphobia, this is part of his quote. Homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, misogyny. This should go without saying is morally wrong. And not that fake hiding behind religion holier than thou morally wrong, but that was fucked up wrong. Okay? And he said, I had to say something. Black people already have a code about publicly criticizing, so I'll admit I was slow to do this because, I mean, he don't know me from Adam. So this will probably get marked as old hater territory, but man, that shit was not cool at all. Then he went on to, I'm gonna paraphrase here, he went on to talk about something that Huey Newton said in the early 70s regarding, said something like, when a man goes so low as to terrorize his own people the way we were terrorized by other people before, that's just a really like low point, which I agree with. I really think there is some jealousy and hatred, and I think Lil Nas X is probably the target. And listen, you know what? If you're a straight dude, no one's asking you to be gay, but respect and courtesy should be guaranteed to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect anyone who don't respect me. And to give it, you have, and to get it, you have to give it. I don't know why the baby, wish someone could tell me what the fuck the baby is. I don't know why he could not just have this moment of love with his people, with his fans. I don't know if this was a free show or if people paid a lot of money to see him. If they came from, far away to see him. Why couldn't it just have been a moment where he's like, you know what, I'm so glad y'all could be here tonight, man. Y'all rock for me. And he apparently, he somehow knows or is aware that he also has gay fans, or maybe he's just naively assuming that he does have some gay fans. But apparently, according to him, they don't have HIV/AIDS because they not the nasty niggas, was what he said. They not the nasty niggas and junkies that he was talking about. That's an ignorant bastard right there, boy. How you know? How you know? Is that something you're not telling us, though, baby? This is the BLT Chicken Jr. I'm going to try this real quick. Very good. Someone like the baby probably won't change. Or he won't change until he really feels it where it counts. And one reason for me coming on here and just talking about this, not only to have something to talk about in the video, but it made me feel a particular kind of way. So, not because, of HIV or anything like that. I'm not HIV positive. However, I know many people that are. I know people who have died of AIDS and have suffered with living with HIV for a long time. So, my thing is this. These people, the celebrities, and everybody that's dropping these little pearls of wisdom to your swiny ass, the baby, you need to pick up some of them pearls. Okay? And learn something. Get educated. Get informed with the right information. And quit causing division in your shows. I can't imagine being a gay fan at his show and hearing it said over the mic, I'm having fun. 1 minute it's like, yes, I'm, rocking to this shitty music. And then next thing you know, you hear this and this is like, I'm saying shitty music because I don't listen to it. But, if I was a fan, I would think the music is good, I guess. Why you just couldn't bring love into the space? They were there to see you. Now, some other concert festival has pulled him out the lineup. This UK fashion retailer has decided they're not doing business with him. So this is where you fuck up. See, here's the thing that the dumbass don't realize. Homosexuals in Hollywood go hand in fucking hand, bitch. You offend one, you gonna offend the other. And when the music dries up, when the music dies, because it most certainly will, because you are not the type of rapper that you're not cut out for this, you won't last. Another 5 or 10 years, you'll be on a reality show probably, but that by that time you'll probably have said and done so much stupid shit that no one will want anything to fucking do with you because you're that fucking toxic. I gotta make sure I don't monetize this video. Which is gonna suck for me, but I don't need to monetize it. Because this has got me on 10, okay? I would say to anyone who's gay who also happens to be a fan of the babies, I would invite you to curtail your support in another direction. It'll only be a matter of time before he says something that really offends you. If this doesn't offend you already, then I don't know where your moral compass is, but it should. And I also say, to this point, anyone who's trying to make this point, here's what I will say. You can have, can't you not, isn't there a way where you can feel how you want to feel, you know, and stand strong in that feeling without verbally, like without making hateful and harmful remarks about groups of people? I feel like there's a way you can do that and not come across as misinformative, and not come across as an idiot, as a homophobe. But again, he wanted to make news. That's all he wanted. And he got it. But you'll never be as big as Lil Nas X. So, I would say, the baby, get up out them the diapers and be a man. Now, chime in, comment, how do you feel about what he said, about what I said, whatever. I invite you to do so. I know this is not the video that some of you were expecting, even though I did say I would talk about this subject. I know some of you were not expecting some of the language. That's why I told you if you're watching a video with children, you need to get them out of the room, because I knew where I was going to go with this. So, oh my God. I'm going to end this video because it's 30 minutes long and I may have to even trim it. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumb it up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. And I'll see you soon. These sandwiches were good. Bye, y'all.